Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your weekly forecast for the week of July 7th to the 13th. Leo, this week your destiny shifts gears. You're ready to own your spotlight or let fear dim your fire. From bold career moves to emotional clarity in love, July 7th to the 13th is a turning point. Watch till the end because what you discover might just change your next 30 days. Okay? Let's take a look here. Let's pull a card to see what the general energies are for the week of 7th to the 13th of July. What is the general energy for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising? Okay, let's take a view. The Five of Cups. Disappointment is the energy, general energy. Let's take a look here. What is the love situation for Leo for this week of July 7th to the 13th? What is the love energy for Leo for the week of July 7th to the 13th? Okay. The Hermit. What is the message for Leo for the week of July 7th to the 13th in their money situation? What is the message for Leo for the week of 7th to the 13th in the money situation? The Knight of Cups. What is the message for Leo for the week of 7th to the 13th of July in career, business, profession, whatever it is for them? What is the message for Leo for the week of 7th to the 13th of July in work, career, business, profession? Okay. The Ten of Swords. Okay. Not too surprising because we've got the Five of Cups as the general energy here. Let's clarify why is the Hermit here. What does Leo need to know? Why is the Hermit here? What happened in love? Okay. Okay. Why is the Knight of Cups here in the money situation? What opportunities are coming through for Leo this week of July 7th to the 13th of July? The Five of Swords, battles won. Why is the Ten of Swords here in career, business, profession, job? What does Leo need to know about their work, career, business, profession? Why is the Ten of Swords here? We've got the Page of Swords. Okay, let's dive in and see what it all means. So for the general energy, we've got the Five of Cups, which means that overall there is sadness and disappointment and situations that are no longer serving you, and you're still giving your energies to something that you can't change. But this is not a hopeless situation because there are two more cups in the back, which this person in the rub is not acknowledging. So if you look at the other avenue of this, that what's still there, the gratitude of, when we say that there, whatever is the situation, it's never too bad. There's always something worse. I'm relating this message to that meaning, and what I'm trying to say is that even if the situation is difficult right now, you still have to be grateful of whatever you still have. Okay, so that's the energy of this card. In the love situation, we've got the Hermit. So this could be you at the moment because you've gone through a heart-breaking situation. There's hurt and you kind of need to heal from it. And the major arcana Hermit shows up when it's time for you to actually seek the inner wisdom, your inner light. So you need time to yourself and sit down, do some inner work like meditation. When this card shows, it's a great sign of an individual to go within, and there's only one way to do it, is when you meditate. So that's what I'm getting from this energy here. And then the Page of Cups here, sorry, my bad, the Knight of Cups here, in the money situation, is coming in bearing some good news with a potential financial opportunity. And I think that's because of your ability to actually put forward your ideas in a way that no one can deny. And that's giving you the opportunity to basically start something new, maybe a project or an assignment. And then we've got the Ten of Swords here in the work, career, business, profession, which means that there's some painful endings. Maybe a project ended because the project ended in a worst possible way, and your ideas are something that didn't work, and you were put in a situation where you couldn't get out. You hit a brick wall and it's just over. Because when you actually had the idea with the Page of Swords here, when you actually had the idea, you were curious and you were exploring, and still you were trying to get the knowledge of, you didn't have the full knowledge maybe of how to go about this, or maybe the experience, you didn't have the experience to successfully fulfill this project or get to an outcome you desired it to be, and you learned your lessons. So let's clarify this further. What are the possibilities of new love for Leo? Or will this person come back? What are the chances for Leo to get back to the love situation that they desired? The Devil. So I think it's a choice with the Devil. No one wants to be stuck in a situation, whether it be, so the traditional meaning here for the Devil card is that there may be some addictions, temptation of materialism. Maybe you're attracted to someone and it's kind of toxic. And this goes both ways, because it's still a choice for you to either move on from this relationship or you want to continue this toxic relationship. One thing I'm getting for sure is that this relation was a toxic one, and that's the reason why it ended. And that's the reason why you need to go within yourself, get the answers you need, and go forward from there. So there are two major arcana. So this is a major turning point in the love situation. And it's up to you. It's a choice. And again, it goes both ways, to either be stuck in this process of sulking in and feeling the hurt all along, because it's a very safe and very comfortable feeling of, I know it's not in a good way, but it is still very comfortable feeling where you're hurt, you're looking back at the possibility of the relation that could have been, or you could have done things differently, you miss them, and you wish that this wasn't the case at all. But somewhere deep within you, you already know that it's a choice of you being, of you feeling this, what you're feeling right now, because there is a way to kind of get out of this comfort zone of feeling low and sad and sympathizing with yourself of whatever went through in a relationship. But if you pick up the phone, call a friend, go out, just share your thoughts and feelings and have a coffee and just laugh over silly situations, it will help you a lot in terms of healing yourself from this relationship. And again, in the end, it's the choice with the Devil. No one wants to be in the situation, and you're not bound to. You can leave whenever you want. No one is restricted in this place. You are there by choice. So you can get out of here anytime you want. I think it's best that you understand that when you realize that it's a choice and you get out of this situation, when you decide to get out of the situation, I am 100% sure that there will be something waiting for you out there, someone waiting for you out there to hold your hands and start a new journey with you. Yep. Let's clarify this Knight of Cups and the Five of Swords. What is this new opportunity? Is this a new job, new business idea? Or is it just an idea, a new opportunity, like a side hustle to make some extra money? Let's take a look here. The King of Pentacles. So this could mean that this is an opportunity that will eventually get you in the space of this King of Pentacles. If you see all this wealth around him that he's built, sitting on his throne effortlessly, and just looking around him, all this that he's accomplished, all the wise investments, financial success through hard work that he has achieved. So this could be you if you are willing to accept this offer and put in your hard work in it. I know maybe now I'm getting that maybe there were, when you took other people's opinions, they kind of said no to this idea to begin with. Maybe they're investors. You asked someone to invest and they denied. You offered them probably a cut, maybe, because obviously they would invest in something when they're getting something in return. And they tried to maybe steal the idea and or maybe demotivate you, but you were pretty confident and you didn't care about their views and reviews, and you took their feedback, but you didn't lose your idea to them, and you decided that no problem, I will show the world what I actually meant by doing with this idea. And then in the end, it turns out that you are stepping into this King of Pentacles energy where it's all financial abundance and success and hard work being paid off. You know, this investment, maybe this was an investment idea, and then you're able to provide with the security and the stability for yourself and the others around you. This is great. So let's clarify the Ten of Swords and the Page of Swords. What painful ending shows? What's this painful ending and the Page of Swords here? The Ten of Swords and the Page of Swords suggesting here. Is there a possible job loss or a loss in the business, or any uncertainty? Sorry, my bad. Is any uncertainty? Please tell us, what is Leo going through in their work, career, business, profession? What is this Ten of Swords suggesting? What kind of loss this is? And the Five of Pentacles pulled out, which means that if this hasn't happened yet, chances are that this will happen, because you have this idea of doing everything by your own. You're not looking to seek the help you need, and you're ready to take action and do everything on your own without anyone helping you. And that will indeed leave you in this situation, or probably you are already in this situation because you didn't ask for help. Because there's help available if you ask for it. So I know it's great if you run a business, you want to do everything according to your idea of what's the output, what should be the output, but you also need to be trusting others in your team and let them help you, because they would have the purest intention, because obviously you're paying them to work for you in your team. And if you're just at a job, then you could probably trying to prove something here, your worth, your capabilities of able to accomplish a ton load of work by yourself, and turns out that something went wrong, and since you didn't ask for any help from others, you ended up taking the entire blame on you. And again, instead of getting the recognition that you were looking for, now everyone's safe, but you are at fault because you didn't ask for help. And just because of probably just one mistake, everything turned around in the other on the other side of the outcome that you were wishing for, and it's a painful ending. So this card is suggesting that there is help available. If you don't ask for it, you will be put in this situation, left out in the cold, alone, no one to share, and it's not the great place to be left out in the cold, is it? So instead, if you would ask for help, when you engage others and ask for help, you're proving yourself to be able to be in a position where people consider you as a leader. This may be your project, but it's not yours alone. Everyone needs help, and people are willing to help you only when you ask for it. And when you do, they will feel privileged for you asking help, because probably you're not the person would go out and ask for help for everything. But when you ask for help, it holds the power of importance, that this is something really important, and this person is asking me for help, and I am glad to go and help him because this individual is asking for help, which never happens. And they would be more than glad to do so, and they would take honor in that. And this will in turn out to be a great way of accomplishing this project. So if you aren't already in this situation, just be sure to ask for help, and everything will be put into place just perfectly. Okay? Now, let's take a look at what's the guidance for you for the week, dear Leo. Astrologically speaking, for career and ambitions, this week holds bold opportunities. We already saw that for Leo rising, especially because Mercury and Venus in your sign are helping you think sharp, speak with charm, and attract the right people. You might get noticed by someone influential or have an idea that gets serious traction. You may have that idea. Don't hold back from pitching your ideas, even if it feels premature. Someone is watching. Money, your finances are stabilizing, especially if you've been disciplined. Avoid risky ventures midweek. The weekend is great for budgeting and revising your long term goals. If you've been thinking about a side hustle or monetizing a skill, now is the time to start laying out the groundwork for it. And in love, for couples, old conflicts may surface early in the week, but don't let them explode. Instead, use emotional energy to deepen understanding. And for singles, the Sagittarius moon could bring a surprise crush or flirtation. Someone fun, adventurous, maybe even from a different background might enter your space. Biggest takeaway for this week is it's not about playing safe anymore, Leo. It's about playing real. Own your truth, take the spotlight, and be bold with your heart. Now, stick around because I'm going to pull a tarot for guidance for the week. What is the guidance for Leo for the week of July 7th to the 13th? What is the guidance for Leo from the 7th to the 13th of July? Okay, let's take a look here. The World. Wow. Major Arcana again. So you should know with the love situation, we saw that the heartbreak and the painful ending in a work situation. So maybe it's a completion of this cycle, and the guidance is that you should be ready with whatever you've learned in the process so far. It's your time to take all of that with you and start new beginnings, start on new ventures. There are definitely new beginnings in a couple of aspects. We already saw it, and it's just that whatever you've learned, just take it with you, and it's the cycle. It's a new beginning, and it's a confirmation here. So here you go. Thank you so much for checking in, Leo. I really appreciate your presence here today. If you like the video, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for me to be able to bring you more guidance weekly and monthly. Until next time, Jai Shri Ram.